What's good with y'all boys? It's Ricey and we back with another video. And for today's video, we're doing a Marvel Rivals Season 3 tier list. And this is going to be on every single character in Marvel Rivals right now, including Phoenix. I do want to get this out of the way before anybody comes and say, oh, your take is so invalid, you're not good at the game, blah, blah, blah. I am ranked 50 currently right now, so I do know a little bit about what's happening in season 3 right now, and I know the meta changes and what's happening at the moment, but I do want to make this disclaimer and say that this is just my opinion. Take this with a grain of salt and just use this for pure entertainment, chat. Play what you like and play what you enjoy. Don't just listen to tier lists and automatically assume that the character is bad based off of what a popular YouTuber said. I do also want to show you guys that I am one-tricking Iron Fist this season, and I was able to hit top 50. So that just goes to show you that you can play whatever the fuck you want. All right, man, let's get right into it. So instead of having an F tier on this tier list, I added an insta ban tier list. So it's basically telling you guys which are the strongest characters right now and which characters should be your meta bans. So to start off this tier list, we are going to be using Adam Warlock. I think Adam is pretty good this season. I'm not gonna lie. I think he is I think Adam is around like a A or B tier. If he's a B tier, he's a really high B tier, but that's just alone. If you're not running Adam in a triple res comp, then he's an easy B tier. But if you're running him in a triple res comp, then he's an A tier, a really high A tier. And this is a very, very scary character. He has the instant heals. The instant heals are crazy. He can also let Mantis and Star-Lord res for free. And then on top of that, that mass res that he has is crazy if they have good setups and if it's on a good map. But in my opinion, other than that, I don't think it's really that good, because if you're playing two healers with the Adam Warlock, it's kind of just a throw. Like you really don't want a two healer comp with Adam Warlock, because you're losing out on one sustain and then two another support out, and you really don't need damage as a support. Most people who are playing Adam into a double heal comp is just throwing the match. Like, just avoid them. Honestly, like, I get so angry getting these players in my games. But the next character we have is Cloak and Dagger. In my opinion, I think Cloak and Dagger is a really high A tier. The only reason I put her in A tier instead of S is because she gets countered by a lot of heroes. If you play Cloak and Dagger, you know what I'm talking about. Like, let's say they had a Magneto who was literally just saving his ultimate for your ultimate, and that is really bad as a support ult. So if you have a Magneto that's just waiting to one-shot you as soon as you ult, and your Magneto is just not bubbling you, then her ult becomes instantly useless. It's kind of like having a rocket ult that instantly dies. It's like, you really don't want that in the game, so that's the only reason I would say she's A tier instead of an S. Also, Hawkeye can one-shot her. Iron Man can one-shot her. Wanda can one-shot her. Yeah, there's just a lot of stupid ults in the game that can one-shot her. I'm pretty sure even Penny Mines can one-shot her ultimate if you accidentally run into it. So yeah, I would say she's an A tier. I still think she's a really strong healer. There's just way too many like counter ults in the game for her right now. Also, if you're a good enough wolf, you can literally drag her out of her ultimate and then one-tap her that way. There's just way too many counters for her to be an S tier in my opinion. Alright, the next character we have is Sue Storm. In my opinion, I do think this character is an S tier. Sue Storm is really strong. The thing that makes her an S tier for me is because it's basically Cloak and Dagger ult, but without the risk of being one-shotted. Because like if you have any of those ults that I just named off that can one-shot you, you can literally just jump away, go invis, and then run into like behind a wall. Like, and that's what makes her ultimate so good. She has really great healing. Her pulls counters Wolverine, and if you use the pull at the correct time, you can actually secure kills for your team. I think Sue is a really, really strong support, and I definitely recommend playing her in your next matches. And I think, in my opinion, she might just be the second best support in the game right now. The next character we have is Jeff. Throw pick. There's literally nothing good about this character right now. Like, if you're playing Jeff, or if you have a Jeff on your team, he is literally throwing. Like, there is no doubt about it. Like, there has never been a single game this season or last season where I was just happy as fuck because I had a Jeff on my team. Ever since the rework, he got really big nerfs. Jeff is just like a very mid character. He doesn't have a support ult. He can be countered by literally all the ults that Cloak and Dagger can be countered by. Iron Man. He can't be countered by Hawkeye. mag ult. He can, like, even if he's just running away, you can literally just shoot him and he'll take max damage and there's nothing he can do. You, like, kind of literally have to have a mag bubble to even make his ultimate, like, useful at all. So if you don't have a mag bubble on your team, or your mag is just not bubbling you, then this character is even more useless. Like, this character is just bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't do damage anymore. He literally is just a heal bot, and most of the people that's playing him is just throwing. Next character we have is Loki. I think Loki is a S tier as well. Easily top 3 supports in the game. Like, if you could play Loki at a high ceiling, like most of the Lokis that I've seen in these top like 100 lobbies, bro, these players are crazy, bro. Like, the runes that they place, like, they could literally place it halfway across the map just by placing a clone, and then they'll save their teammate by placing a clone halfway across the map and placing a rune on it. Like, it's genuinely insane plays. Anybody who plays Loki is an absolute fucking demon. Like, if they have the Lord icon and they're in like GM and above, they're most likely a demon. I'm not gonna lie. But the Loki ult is really good. Copy is really, really strong as long as you have another support owner in your team. And he also does a lot of damage and a lot of healing if he has three clones up. And most people don't really pay attention to the clones, so it's really easy to get a lot of healing on this character. The only problem that I would say that he has is he kind of gets countered by Bucky a little bit. So if a Bucky ever has ult, he can obviously just again his ultimate, or again his clones, and just keep getting resets off of his clones. And that's really the main problem. Also, kind of Moon Knight counters him, but nobody really plays Moon Knight. So yeah, but in my opinion, I still think he's an S tier. I don't think he has too many counters. And if you have a Luna Snow on your team, it's literally the best double heal comp you could play in the game. Loki Luna, you have the runes, and then you have the Luna heals. Like, it's just disgusting. But the next character we have is Luna. In my opinion, I think Luna is for sure the best healer in the game. I'm actually gonna move Loki up. I think Loki's definitely better than Sue Storm. But it also depends on the player. If the Sue Storm is better than the Loki, then, you know, it's a little hard to play Loki. But the Luna Snow, I think she is easily the best healer in the game. She has the Snowflake, which is just broken in general. I play Iron Fist, so whenever she puts Snowflake on me, I can flank forever as long as I'm getting, or as long as she's putting up heals. The clap is literally the most broken ability in the game. I don't know how, like, I could explain this better, but like, the clap literally heals for like fucking 20% of tank's HP each clap. Like, that's crazy, and a lot of people don't realize that. And I feel like a lot of people should learn Luna if you can, because Luna's a demon. And then on top of that, she can stop dive by literally just pressing shift. If she presses shift, like a BP is on the backline, she presses shift, it'll be a lot harder for the BP to kill her because she's clapping and she's self-healing at the same time. And then also she has the stun, which gives her 50 HP if she lands the stun. And the stun in general is just broken as fuck. And then of course she has her ultimate. The ultimate is literally the best support ultimate in the game. You can damage boost. You can combo with Storm. You can combo with Phoenix. If you didn't know, Luna and Phoenix have a one-shot combo with Luna's ult and damage boost, as long as you go to where the Phoenix is going to land instead of like where the Phoenix is at. And then also you can damage boost with Namor. It's a one-shot combo. You can damage boost Bucky. You can literally damage boost every character in the game. I'm pretty sure you can also damage boost Thor as well, and in one shots. And Mag, like, just literally the best healer in the game. Like, I don't think there's anyone better. You could literally do everything on that character. If you want to play healer, I definitely recommend hopping on Luna Snow. The next character we have is Mantis. I'm not gonna lie, the buffs that they gave her made her a lot better, a lot better. But I still don't think she's in that S tier category and up with the top 3 supports in the game. Unfortunately, her ult is still, like, she's very, very vulnerable even in her ultimate. Yes, it's a healer ult and it works, but she can still be one-shotted if your team coordinates and focuses the Mantis. Also, she doesn't have a lot of heals. Her heal uptime isn't up a lot, especially if you're trying to balance out damage boosting and healing. But I cannot lie, her healing to tanks is a lot better now and she actually does heal a big chunk of healing to tanks. It's just the fact that she only has 4 heals, and it's really hard to build her heals back up. So I think she's definitely a lot weaker than Cloak and Dagger, and she's just not as that good because her whole kit in general is just not that good compared to obviously these 4 healers right here. Next character we have is Rocket. In my opinion, I genuinely don't think Rocket is that good this season. The main reason I say that is because you have things like Phoenix, which can just completely counter Rocket ult, and if you don't ban Phoenix, which most people don't do, especially at high rank lobbies, then literally Phoenix ult just completely negates Rocket ult, and you literally can't play Rocket. So I'm gonna put him in a B tier this season, and originally I would probably put him in A tier, but also his healing on his right click just kind of suck compared to every other healer in the game. Like, in my opinion, Rocket is only good if they're on a really like good dive comp. Like, let's say they're running Captain America, Black Panther, and maybe like a Psylocke. Then you can run Rocket and it would be completely fine. But as long as they're not playing Phoenix, that's the only time Rocket can really truly be played. But in my opinion, he's still a decent character. He's just not as good as to this meta because he has a lot of hard counters right now. Next character we have is Ultron. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting him in B as well. I definitely think he's... I can't say he's better than Rocket. I think I might put Rocket over Adam as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put Rocket over Adam, and then I'm gonna put Ultron over Adam as well. But I think Ultron is a B tier because, one, his kit is just very mediocre. His healing sucks. You literally have to play triple heals. If you do not play triple heals with the Ultron, then you just auto lose. And then especially with me, I play Iron Fist, so if I have an Ultron on my team, I'm losing out on a fuck ton of damage. So whenever I have an Ultron, it's literally just like nothing is happening. So it's literally just most likely going to be solo heal Iron Fist, and we have an Ultron who's literally just Lord farming, or not even Lord farming, but MVP farming. Like, he's really just doing basically nothing. He doesn't really get solo picks anymore. His nerfs that he got this season, I was hearing people say that they were kind of buffs, but it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. But most of the time I see Ultron in my lobby, I just kind of just roll the lobby if he's on the other team. If he's on my team, then we just auto lose. But triple heal comp, in my opinion, in this season is not good at all unless you're playing triple res. And even then, triple res isn't even that good. Unless you have like a crazy ass Star-Lord. If you have literally the best Star-Lord in the game, then triple res is peak. But yeah, I think Ultron is kind of weak right now. He does need a little buff. His ultimate is really strong, and he can build it really fast. But in my opinion, I feel like most of the time, if you're running a triple red or a triple heal comp with Ultron, you will most likely lose, or they just end up swapping either way. Next character we have is BP. I genuinely think BP is an A tier. I'm not gonna lie. BP's really strong as a high rank player, as a low rank player, and as a mid rank player. I think BP is very, very strong. Like, no doubt about it. He can one shot the backline with basically 2 abilities. He can get out of any situation if you play him correctly. The only real counter that he has, I feel like, is Thing, Penny Parker, and maybe Hella and Phoenix, maybe. But even then, he can literally just go and one-shot them other than Thing and Penny. Like, but in my opinion, I do think this character is really strong. It's really hard to stop him. But there is counters in the game, and you can take countermeasures to stop him. And there's actually a lot, honestly. But I do think he's a decently strong hero, and anybody who says he's not is just trolling. Like, he's not a B tier, he's not a C tier, he's not a D tier. He is really strong in the position that he's in. It's just, he has a lot of counters. That's the only problem. And if they're not playing any of those counters, this character literally runs the lobby. Like, and it shows in every single rank. I see these players, and I get fucking terrified. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, even in fucking top 500, if I see a Lord BP in my backline, I'm going to cry. Like, dead ass. Like, that character is terrifying. But the next character we have is Black Widow. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see many Black Widows. I haven't really seen her play this season. I saw a lot of, or I saw one pro player. His name was Light. He said that she was a S tier or an A tier. I don't know if I agree with that. Also, I could be biased because I literally play dive, but I just feel like there's so many better characters than like Black Widow right now. And also on top of that, as a dive player, I just dive her and she insta dies. So I don't think Black Widow is that strong. I'm gonna put her in a B tier, like low B tier, because maybe if you're literally the best player alive on Black Widow, then she can maybe be a B tier and she can compete with a lot of these characters. But literally, like, BP just hard counters her, Iron Fist hard counters her, Magic hard counters her, Phoenix hard counters her, what is her name? Psylocke hard counters her, Squirrel Girl hard counters her, or not really, kinda, but not really. Hella hard counters her. Hawkeye is just a better version of her. Like, there's just way too many characters that can easily diff her in this game. So I don't think she's higher than a low B in my opinion. The next character we have is Hawkeye. I'm not gonna lie, this guy is on edge in the instant ban. If you meet a really good Hawkeye, especially with Lord, you're just knowing you're gonna have the most painful game of your fucking life. Like, genuinely, I'm not even trolling when I say that. Like, this character is disgusting. I played against Moxie a couple times, and whenever Moxie runs on Hawkeye, excuse me, it's literally just a free win for him. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even play the character right now because it's just that easy. But Hawkeye, in my opinion, is really strong right now. He has the team up, which can freeze if you have a Luna on your team, and then also he can one-shot support ults. He can one-shot Mantis if you time it at the right time. He can one-shot the Loki. He can one-shot Cloak and Dagger, and he can literally just one-shot everything. It's just crazy. And then if you use your ultimate in a really good time when they have no support ults, then he just shreds through literally your entire team, and there's nothing they can do about it. Unless they're running like double shield comp like Magneto and Strange, then it'll be a little bit hard to do anything on Hawkeye. But if they're not running a comp like that, you're just literally gonna run through the lobby. I think he's a really strong character. I don't think he's instant ban though, but I definitely think he's a strong character this season. Next character we have is Hela. I'm not gonna lie, Hela is still pretty strong for me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if she's better. Nah, I'm gonna say she's better than Hawkeye. Because most of the Hela players I've seen, especially with the Lord icon, are just straight up demons. And even if you ban their Hela, they literally just go back to Phoenix and like it's like it's just annoying and it's boring as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I hate that hero, bro. But I think Hela is definitely a S tier. She's really strong. If you one trick Hela from bronze, you can easily hit Celestial. You just have to put in enough time. Her ultimate's really strong. Her bird is really strong. It makes her invulnerable. She can 2-tap from any range. If you're flanking on her, she's a demon while flanking. Like, there's literally nothing you can do to stop her. Even if you call out her flanking and you're like screaming at your team, oh my god, there's a Hela behind, she's still gonna 2-tap somebody. But yeah, I think Hela's really strong, especially in high rank lobbies. Maybe not in the lower ranks because a lot of people don't really play her, but in like GM and above, she's definitely, like, in my opinion, really strong right now. The next character we have is Human Torch. In my opinion, I don't think, especially in the lower ranks, y'all are not using him to his max potential. This character is a demon character. And in high elo, I'm talking about top 100 and above, really even top 500 and above, this character is instant ban. Instant, because you literally can't stop it. He has an ability that crashes down, the crash and burn ability that literally shoots him at the ground, that heals him for like, I think 100 overhealth or 75 overhealth, one of those. And then on top of that, it does a fuck ton of damage. And somehow, some way, even if he just feeds into the backline and gets a kill, he always lives. I don't understand how, but he literally always lives. And then on top of that, his left click does a fuck ton of damage. His right click, obviously, if you get the right setups, it does a stupid amount of damage. He gains his ult really fast. His ult is really strong. And yeah, I think this character is easily an instant ban. If you play him at the correct way, this is literally the perfect season for you to be playing him right now, especially in lower ranks, because literally nobody bans him. And if you like this character, I definitely recommend picking him up. He's really strong. And yeah, definitely pick up Human Torch this season. But yeah, he's an auto ban for sure. Next character we have is Iron Fist. I think Iron Fist is an easy A tier. I'm not even gonna lie. In my opinion, this is biased. I'm not gonna lie. It might be a little biased, but because I one trick Iron Fist, but I think he's an A tier in my opinion because one, he has the block. If you sit in the front line, you can literally block forever if you know how to play your cooldowns. Unless you're bad. If you're bad at the video game, then this is literally probably a C tier, maybe even B tier at best. But if you're good at the character and you have a good IQ and you're actually thinking on what you can do with the character, and using his strengths to his advantage, then he's an easy A tier. I mean, I was able to literally one trick him to top 50. But this character, he has his block cooldown, which is just broken as fuck. He can go from 300 HP to 475 instantly. He does percent damage to tanks, so it's basically like a mini Wolverine. And then on top of that, even if he does get low into the front line, like let's say he gets to like 50 HP, you literally just press shift and you go halfway across the map. So there's literally just nothing you can do to stop him if you use his cooldowns correctly. And then on top of that, if anybody in the front line or the back line gets around 30% HP and he presses shift one time, they instantly die. So in my opinion, this is easily one of the best divers, if not the best divers in the game. He can literally do everything another diver can do, but better. But other than BP is literally just straight damage. The only thing I think Iron Fist has the advantage over BP with is the fact that he's damn near and fucking invulnerable. Like, he's literally invulnerable. If you use his ultimate the correct way, let's say, what I mean by the correct way is after support ults, then you will easily one-shot almost anybody who's not in front of a support. And then on top of that, you can literally shred tanks in your ultimate. Any character that literally can't just one-tap him is useless against him. The only real counters in this game that he has is Namor, and that's only because he got a really big buff this season. Hela and Hawkeye, in my opinion, and Human Torch, because it's really, really hard to track a Human Torch as an Iron Fist. But in my opinion, those are his only 4 counters, and you have to be fucking cracked out of your mind to even stop it. But yeah, if y'all want me to prove it, I would 1000% prove it and do like an unranked to Celestial again. But like I showed you at the beginning, I'm literally top 50 one tricking this character. So there's literally nothing you could say to me that says otherwise that this character is bad. Like, you literally cannot. There's nothing you can say. But yeah, I'm gonna put him A tier. You just gotta be good to play him. But yeah. Next character we have is Iron Man. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Iron Man's that good. I think his ultimate's really strong, but you still have characters like Hela, Hawkeye, Phoenix, Psylocke, Namor. Well, not really Namor. Star-Lord, Punisher, Bucky, and now Thing that can just hard counter this character. So I don't think he's that good anymore. And I literally have never seen him in top 500 at all my entire time playing. So I'm going to just keep him in the B tier. But his ultimate is really strong if you do play him. I just think there's way too many hard counters in the game for him currently. The next character we have is Magic. I literally haven't seen a single Magic at all this season. I don't think this character is that strong. But to give her the benefit of the doubt as a dive hero, I'm probably going to put her in a low A. I don't even want to put her there because I literally haven't seen any Magic players. I don't even think I've seen Magic players in season 2.5 either. But this character is kind of like BP, where she has a fuck ton of counters, but the problem with her is she doesn't have the movement that BP has, and then also on top of that, she doesn't have the survivability that Iron Fist has. I think I'm gonna put her in B tier. I'm not gonna lie. I might. I don't know if she's better than Iron Man. I'm gonna put her above Iron Man just so y'all don't flame me in the comments. But I just think Magic is only really good on domination maps, basically close quarter maps where the enemy team has to be at. If you're playing on like a push the cart type of map, and there's literally like a Hela sitting in the backline with the healers, or literally anything, this character just gets extremely hard countered. If they play Namor, this character gets hard countered. If they play literally Mr. Fantastic, this character gets hard countered. Iron Fist. If they play Hela, Hawkeye, Human Torch, fucking Loki, Adam Warlock, Triple Res, Like literally any character. Like there's really just nothing you can really do on Magic other than like pressure the front line. She can one shot the supports, but most supports, especially in top 500, are way better now. And even if you tried to one shot them, they will just heal each other and just out heal your damage. Um, but in my opinion, she's really all right. Her ultimate is strong, but it's only good because you can one shot support ultimates like Sue Storm and Luna and Loki, but only if they're not paying attention to you. But it's also really strong because it's instant and it's unreacting. Unreactable. As long as they're not paying attention to you, literally sitting still, charging up your little fucking sword dash thing, then it's really just she's all right. I'm not gonna lie. But the next character we have is Mr. Fantastic. This character is really iffy for me. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen one Mr. Fantastic and we won the game, but I don't know if he's a low A or a low B. I mean, a low A or a high B. Um, I think I'm just gonna put him low A because his survivability is still insane. The only real problem that he has is no damage. But if you're playing into a comp where you have like a hella Phoenix and then you're running triple DPS, Mr. Fantastic, then he's really strong. And that's also what works for Iron Fist. That's the only reason I'm really saying that is because that's the same thing that works for Iron Fist. If we're running triple DPS, then Iron Fist is literally unstoppable. But I feel like Mr. Fantastic is the same way, and you can really even just play him into double DPS comp as long as you're providing enough damage for your team. But other than that, he's alright. I might put him in B tier. I'm not gonna lie. I might put him below Magic because you literally have to be like a one trick Mr. Fantastic to even make him work. And most people who even just try and pick him up isn't even that good. I'm not gonna lie. You can literally just focus him down. But his real like strength that he has is being able to survive for 17 billion years. Next character we have is Goon Knight. Goon Knight, dog shit character. I'm not gonna lie. This character is doo doo. Like, what does he even do? Like, if we're being completely out, what the fuck does Goon Knight do? The only person I've seen make this character work is what is his name? I Am Avenue. If you saw him on TikTok or Twitch or YouTube or anything, he's literally the only player I've seen make Goon Knight work. Every time somebody switched to Goon Knight, we literally just auto lose and he just doesn't do anything. Like he's just sitting there placing onks and feeding the support ults. His ult is pretty decent though, I guess. Most people just run out of it, especially in the higher rank lobbies. His onk is probably his best ability, but if you're focusing and waiting for the onks, then this character is, like I said, useless. The next character we have is Namor. I think Namor is an easy A tier. Honestly, probably the highest A tier, maybe even low S tier. His literal like spears made it so he's a fucking hit scan now. Like he just does too much damage. He can two-shot with his spear right-click combo. He also has the auto-tracking turrets. We all know the auto-tracking turrets. That shit is so stupid. They do a fuck ton of damage. If he has the Hulk team up, he's literally just a demon character, and he's an easy S tier in my opinion. If he has the Hulk team up, but by himself, I would say he's an A tier. You can still play him. He counters BP. He counters literally all of Dive, even Iron Fist, even Magic and BP, like I said. But yeah, I think he's an easy A tier. I don't think he's above an A tier. But if with the team up, he's an S tier for sure. You can also combo with what's her name? Luna Snow's ultimate. And just be able to one shot with the whale. So I think that's really strong as well. But other than that, it's kind of just like he's good. He's not all right, but he's good. Next character we have is Phoenix. This is gonna be a very weird take. I don't know how y'all feel about Phoenix. But how I'm feeling about Phoenix is she's not an S tier in my opinion. I think Phoenix is a really good character. I think she's definitely higher than Namor in my opinion. I think Phoenix is a really good character. I don't think she's an S tier though. Now that I think about it, maybe she is. She does a lot of frontline pressure. If you can get a lot of people grouped up, then her explosions just spread onto other people and you get a lot of damage. She also builds her ultimate really fast. But the only reason I could sit here and say Phoenix is 100% an S tier is because she has a one-shot combo in her ultimate But you could literally say the exact same thing for Namor, and in my opinion, Namor does a lot more damage than Phoenix. The only thing is Phoenix has a lot more pressure, and then on top of that, she doesn't need a team up to be really strong. She's literally just strong by herself. Um, but I don't think she's a S tier type of DPS. If she is, then she's literally the lowest of S tiers. In my opinion, she's the highest A tier. But if she's obviously a S tier, then she's the lowest of S tiers. The only problem is her ult doesn't one shot. If you're not calmed with your Luna, you won't one shot anybody. She is a really hard carry hero though. She can carry really hard if you play her correctly. It's just there's just a lot of situations where she should be killing things and she just doesn't, I feel like. But I do think she's a very good balanced character, and I think this is a great position for her. Do not buff her. Keep her in the spot she's in. She is literally perfect. Like, if Hela gets banned, you play Phoenix, or if Phoenix gets banned, you play Hela. And I think that is fair. And for the people who like characters like that, they deserve that. The next character we have is Phoenix. I think this is an S tier for sure. She can one shot supports. If Loki is out of the game, she literally just runs the lobby. Her ultimate is really strong if there's no support ults. She can one tap supports instantly. She can do a lot of frontline damage. She can go invis. Like, I just think this character is really strong. I don't think she's higher than these two right here though, or an instant ban. But she's played a lot in higher ranks, and she's always been. I don't think this character will ever be touched. If they do, that would kind of fuck up a lot of the stuff in the game. I think Psylocke is in a great position, and if you're good at the character, then you're good at the game, and she's a good character. But the next character we have is Wanda. Wanda, C tier at best. I'm not gonna lie. Even with the Strange team up, there's really just nothing she can do. The Strange team up does make it a lot easier for her, but it's more so of like a constant presence type of thing. And she kind of just sits in the front line and just sprays the fucking front line, but she doesn't really kill anything. That's the real problem. Her ultimate is pretty good though. They keep literally buffing it every single season, even though like it basically changes nothing. But her ultimate's really strong. She can one shot support ults. Other than that, that's really the only thing she's good for is one shotting support ults with her ultimate. She's just a C tier to me. Moon Knight might even be better, but I don't know. I feel like her team up is way better than Moon Knight's team up with Cloak and Dagger. Next character we have is Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie, B tier. I think Spider-Man is in a alright spot. He's in an alright spot. He's not horrible, but he's not good either. The only way you can really truly make this character work is if you're the best of the best Spider-Man players and you know every single tech and you've been playing him 300 hours in one season, every single season. But yeah, in my opinion, I don't think this character is that strong, but a good Spider-Man, especially in higher ranks, just pain, bro, just pain. Like, he literally just becomes server admin, and there's like almost nothing you can do. They know all the pull spots. They know all the one-shot combos. They know literally everything. They know how to fucking one-tap you midair. Even, bro, I've seen a fucking Spider-Man pull a Loki out of Loki runes and one-tap him midair. Like, what? Like, this character, if played correctly, can easily be a S tier, maybe even A tier. But in my opinion, the average Spider-Man is probably like a B or a C tier. He probably even lower than Mr. Fantastic, but I'm gonna just put him high because the good Spider-Man players kind of carry the fuck out of this character. The next character we have is Squirrel Girl. I'm gonna put Squirrel Girl B. She could low-key be an A though. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen really good Squirrel Girls this season. Like, since it's a poke season, playing Squirrel Girl, especially on the Araco map, literally, she just, like, I think Araco is her map specifically. Like, she literally just dominates because there's so many, like, straight lane type of, like, close, like, areas that she can literally just spam, and get a lot of damage, get her ults off a lot, and just one-tap a lot of people. She also kind of counters dive a little bit with her stun. Other than that, though, I don't think she's that good. But, like, there's definitely certain maps, especially the new map and Araco, where she just kind of shreds DPS, bro. She just shreds DPS, tanks, healers, literally. and then her ultimate can one shot if you time it correctly. Yeah, I think she's a B tier, but I don't think she's higher than a B tier because there's still a lot of counters. Like you could play Hella and just completely different. You could play Namor completely different. You could play Hawkeye, Psylocke, Iron Fist, BP, fucking Phoenix, and just completely different. But other than that, I think she's pretty decent. If you just play her casually and you just want to run some Squirrel Girl some random times, I think she's all right. The next character we have is Star Lord. I don't think this character will ever be bad, bro. Like genuinely, I think he's an A tier though. I don't think he's an S tier. I do think he's an A tier. I'm not putting him above Phoenix, but his ultimate, first of all, is really really strong, especially if Loki is banned. The triple res comp that he has is just a demon comp. He can res and then come back and fucking demolish your backline if you have really good aim. I think his name was okay, I don't know his name. I'm not even gonna say it. I think that yeah, I'm not even gonna say it. But there's a really really good top 500 Star Lord player who's really crazy at Star Lord, and it's just almost impossible to beat that guy. But this character can one clip. He's basically like Tracer from Overwatch. If you play Tracer and you like Tracer, you should definitely pick up this character. He's really strong. He can fly. He can build his ult really fast. He has a fuck ton of consistent damage, and he has that team up that can basically make him invulnerable. But yeah, I like this character. I think he's a high A tier for sure. The next character we have is Storm. I'm torn with this character because I see her played a lot in higher rank lobbies. But either way, even if she is played, they end up switching almost instantly. Um, so I see a lot of people saying Storm is really, really strong. But from what I've seen personally, and as an Iron Fist player, she just kind of does nothing but sits there and boosts her team and plays for her ultimate. In top 500 lobbies, most people, even when she ults, we all just turn around and focus her and she instant dies unless she gets a bubble. And then on top of that, most of our supports just out heal her damage either way, unless like there's somebody flanking and just poking at our healers. Um, but other than that, I think she's a low A at best. The Jeff team up makes her really good, but other than that, honestly, I don't think she's that strong. There's too many counters in the game. I feel like Namor counters her a little bit. Phoenix counters her for sure. Hawkeye counters her for sure. Hela counters her. Strange counters her because he can shield off her damage. Emma counters her if the Emma can grab her. Groot counters her. Or not really Groot. Groot actually kind of gets fired by her. Magneto counters her. And Venom counters her. So yeah, and Thing of course. But yeah, I don't think she's that strong. I'm gonna keep her in A tier. The next character we have is Punisher. Punisher. Seen played a lot. Probably like the second most DPS I see played. Nah, like third or fourth most DPS I see played. If the main picks are gone, like these four right here, if these four picks are gone, then I don't see him played, or I see him played mainly. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I feel like if these four are gone and banned out of the game, or just they just don't play them, then Punisher's a really good second option, and his ult is really strong. If you combo it with Rocket ult, he's literally unkillable. Only problem is if there's a good mag on the other team, he can literally just hit him with the ultimate and he just instant dies. Also, who else counters him? I think that's really it, right? Yeah, I think it's literally only fucking uh Magneto. But on top of that, like if he doesn't have his ultimate, he's kind of just a free pick as long as he doesn't have his shotgun out. Shotgun's really fucking strong though. He can literally just two tap you or one tap you if he hits all of the pellets. But yeah, I think he's definitely an easy A tier in my opinion. Easily one of the best DPS in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him an A tier for sure. The next character we have is Bucky. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen Bucky played so much less in this season and even season 2.5. I really only see this character played when there's flyers in the game, and even then, he's not really doing that much. But I think I'm gonna put him in A tier just because like it's Bucky. You got you got the team up with Captain America, which is kind of alright. You can counter flyers a little bit. His E like takes flyers out of the air, which is really good. Um he can pull people in. He actually has a fuck ton of HP. His ultimate's really strong. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him into an A tier. I don't think he's higher than a lot of these other DPS, but he's definitely an A tier character. Next character we have is Wolverine. Auto ban, bro. Auto ban. Ban this fucking hero. If you see him, ban him. Like, if you don't ban him, you will literally just auto lose the game. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. Fuck this fucking hero. Why did they buff him? Like, why? Like, Guang Guang, what are we doing? You're not cooking in the studio, bro. Get the fuck out the studio. But, yeah, that character's broken. Instant ban if you don't ban him. And if you don't ban Torch, you auto lose the game. Especially in higher rank lobbies. Next character we have is Captain America. I'm not gonna lie, Captain America's pretty strong this season. I think he's easily one of the best tanks in the game. If you're good at him. I don't think he's an S tier though. I'm gonna put him low A. I'm gonna put him below Iron Fist because if you didn't know, and if you actually like play Iron Fist actually just sits there and hard counters Captain America. If you don't believe me, go watch my recent video with Moxie. He was playing Captain America and I was literally just demolishing him the entire time because he can't, like, I can basically follow as Iron Fist. I can follow a Captain America wherever he goes. Like, there's nothing he can do about it because of my auto track. So I can literally, if he's jumping in the air, if he's stalling point, I can literally just hard follow him, and there's nothing he can do about it. So I think he's below Iron Fist. I do think he's a strong tank this season though. But he's an A tier at best. Japanese Curry thinks he's bad, but I don't know why. I think he's really strong, especially if you have a full dive comp, like you have an Iron Fist or a BP on your team, then this character is just shredding shit, and he's really fucking annoying, especially if you have nothing to counter him. But yeah, next character we have is what's his name? Strange. I'm gonna put this character A tier. I think he's actually pretty decent this season. I don't think he's an S tier though. I don't think he's the best tank in the game, but he is really really strong. Strange shield really strong. He can stop a lot of the poke. It is a poke meta, so just having the strange shield is really strong. His ultimate obviously really strong, but a lot of people have learned how to counter it, and you see a lot of supports stunning it, or if they're playing Sue, they literally just push him back and fuck up his entire ult. You can stun it with Hela, you can stun it with Hawkeye, you can stun it with Wolverine, you can stun it with Phoenix. Like, there's a lot of things that kind of counter the ultimate right now, but in my opinion, the ult is still really good. And his sustainability in the front line is still really good. But if you're going against like me and I play Iron Fist, it's literally just free eats because I can punch through his shield, and he can't do enough damage to one shot me. All he can really do is just use his explosion shit and feed my block. So I think this character is really strong though, but there is some counters to him. But as a second tank option, if Emma and like let's say fucking Magneto were banned, then you pick up Strange and there's literally no problem. But I think he's like a third option type of tank. Like, he's like the sixth man of the team. But yeah, I think he's really strong. Next character we have is Emma. I'm not gonna lie, I be banning Emma, bro. I be banning Emma. I'm still an Emma banner, but that is also because I play dive. If you're a dive main, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. This character is stupid. She can instantly just press shift and grab you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Her ultimate is really strong. The diamond form, she can live as a solo tank. You can actually solo tank Emma, which is really strong right now. If you're triple DPS or triple heals Ultron with Emma on your team, then she's really strong. You can also play what is it called? Triple res comp with Emma. But yeah, I think this is probably the best tank in the game. It's between her and Mag in my opinion. But yeah, I think Emma's a S tier. Definitely for me, instant ban because I play dive. If you play dive, she's 100% an instant ban. But if not, she's just an S tier character, probably the highest S tier in the game. Next character we have is Groot. I'm not gonna lie, this character is mid. Like, there's just too much in the game. There's too much. I feel like because they added a lot of poke, like that just kind of counters him. It's really, really hard to play Groot, and also his walls got a lot weaker, a lot weaker. So it's really hard to play Groot right now. Phoenix counters him, Strange counters him, Punisher fucking dog shits on him, Star-Lord shits on him, Bucky shits on him, Namor shits on him, Iron Fist completely shits on him. It's basically like running a Wolverine into a Groot if you're playing Iron Fist. Wolverine obviously counters him. Human Torch just farms him. BP obviously he doesn't really counter him, but there's nothing a group can do against the BP in the backline. Storm is just free ETH. You can build your ult on the group. Yeah, most of these characters just kind of counter Groot right now. If they buffed his walls, then he would obviously be an S tier, but I don't think nobody wants to go through that meta again. I don't want to play with Groot anymore. I'm good on that. We good. We good. Next character we have is Hulk. A lot of people are terrified of Hulk. I'm not really scared of this character, bro. Like, I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's an A tier. I'm gonna put him max above Namor. But in my opinion, this character is weak as shit. And he needs a little bit more damage. But also, I just hard counter him. So, like, literally, if they're playing solo Hulk with no Namor and I'm on Iron Fist, I literally just shred him. It's like having a Wolverine that can auto track straight to the Hulk that has infinite HP. So yeah, I think Hulk is alright. Um, but as like a, if I'm not playing Iron Fist, I would probably say he's definitely an A tier. He's definitely a high A tier. But in my opinion, a lot of these characters, especially like from above him, kind of just hard counters him. Bucky obviously slows him in the backline. He could fucking dump a fuck ton of damage. So can Star-Lord, so can Punisher, so can Phoenix, so can Strange. Literally all these characters other than the healers. But yeah, I think Hulk is kind of decent. He's all right. It's not like he's gonna hard carry the lobby or anything, but he's definitely a decent tank for sure. Next character we have is Magneto, easily best tank in the game. Tied with Emma in my opinion. Not a hard instant ban because literally every single player I feel like in top 500 or just every player in the game knows how to play Magneto just a little bit. So if you ban this character, you're most likely banning your teammates and you're kind of just throwing the game. So I try not to ban this character, but he is ban worthy in my opinion. I just don't ban him because literally everybody plays him and he's a really good solo tank. He has a lot of sustain. His ultimate counters a lot of the support ults and a lot of the DPS ults. And then on top of that, his ultimate in general just takes literally all damage out of the game. All projectile damage, not all damage, all projectile damage out of the game. He has a shield. He has a bubble. His right click is really strong. It does a fuck ton of damage, and his left clicks are really strong. Yeah, I think this is the best tank in the game. I'm not gonna lie. I think he might be better than Emma. But I'm still keeping Emma in instant ban because like she just counters all died. And then Emma's still a really strong tank alone. But yeah. Next character we have is Penny Parker. Some of y'all gonna hate me for this one. Y'all gonna hate me for real for this one. I don't think Penny is strong, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put her in B tier. Unless you're one tricking her, and even then, there's really just nothing she does. Like what I've noticed as a high rank player, if you literally just calm to your team and be like, oh yeah, Penny is setting up over here, break the fucking mines or we lose this game. Everybody looks and they break the mines, and then now she's just a fucking robot sitting in the open, praying to God she doesn't get one tapped. So yeah, I think Penny Parker, if you have good comms on your team and your team is knowing what's going to happen, then Penny Parker isn't that strong. But if you let her set up, she's an easily S tier or A tier character and probably above Hulk in my opinion. I would probably put her around here if you let her set up and you just don't know how to counter her. But if you don't know how to counter her and she's very easy to counter, I'm gonna put her in a B tier. Also like literally any flyer counters this character. Like there's literally nothing she can do against a flyer comp. And she just free eats for Star-Lord, Punisher, Bucky, in my opinion, Iron Fist, but that's only because I know how to counter her. Namor for sure, Phoenix, Hela, Hawkeye, Psylocke. Oh my god, it's so free eats with Psylocke. What's his name? Wolverine, but only if you don't let her set up. Wolverine's really good into Penny if you don't let her set up. Human Torch obviously counters her. Emma and Magneto, in my opinion, counters her as well. Next character we have is Thing. I think Thing is an A tier. I think a lot of people don't really know how to play him yet, but I definitely think he's an A tier. I don't think he's higher than any of that. I think I'm gonna put Hulk above him though. Hulk can basically do the same thing that Thing can do, but in my opinion, I think Hulk is a little bit better because he has that Namor team up. But Thing can counter flyers. He can do a fuck ton of damage in the front line. He can live forever if you have a good support comp. His ultimate's really good. Other than that, he's just alright. He's alright. He's alright. He's a good tank, but he's not like the best tank, you know? Next character we have is Thor. I think Thor is a dog shit hero right now. I like, but I don't even know what they could do to make him good, bro. Like, I genuinely don't know. He's just all right. Like, if you have a Thor on your team, you're most likely going to lose the game, and he has to swap. He's kind of like Jeff, but he's better because Thor can actually do things. But if you have a Jeff or a Thor on your team, or a Wanda or a Moon Knight, you're most likely going to lose that game. I can like almost guarantee you it. You're most likely going to lose that game. I'm gonna put him like here. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Thor's just dog shit right now. They need to buff his kit somehow, some way. I don't know what they could do to buff it, but they just need to do something. I think Thor should have been a DPS rather than a fucking tank, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Next character we have is Venom. I don't think this character is that strong this season. I also play Iron Fist, so I might be a little biased, but I kind of just hard counter this character. I feel like him losing the Spider-Man team up kind of just made him so bad, bro. I just don't see him played a lot, and even when I see him played a lot, he's just getting fucking demolished. Most of the fucking Venom one tricks that I've seen are just getting hard diffed by the really broken tanks, and they're kind of just being annoying in the backline, feeding support ults or feeding DPS ults. Like I said, I play Iron Fist, so I just hard counter this character. I could literally just sit on him and counter his entire kit. Also, if you stun at the right time with Hello or literally anybody who has a stun, his entire shift cooldown gets canceled. So it's literally nothing you can do. But I'm gonna put him in B tier. I think he's definitely worse than Spidey. Second worst tank in the game to me, in my opinion. But yeah, this is my tier list. I feel like this is pretty valid, bro. I don't think I can change anything. I think this is literally fair. Yeah, I genuinely just think that I'm trying to look for something that I would change. I would probably put Ultron a little higher, but like yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is valid, bro. I think this is valid. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Please don't flame me, bro. Just let me know your opinions. Just give me your honest opinions. Don't flame me in the comments. Just let me know so we can have a genuine, fair conversation. And we're not just fucking arguing and yelling at each other. I love y'all boys. Thank y'all for watching. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Mwah. Bye.